Hey, we're back at Oak Tree National. Today we're going to get back on the golf course. I'm going to walk you through some of the shots we're going to hit, and I want to show you some special green reading tips that'll help you make more putts on the greens. So there's no better feeling knowing that when you wake up in the morning to go play golf, so that you're going to play well. There's no better feeling of hitting good golf shots down the fairway. Years ago, I was frustrated because I lost that. I was confused, I was frustrated, and then I met Mo Norman and learned the single plane swing. And so now I wake up every day and I know I'm going to hit it well, I know I'm going to play well, I know I'm going to have fun. So my mission today is to help as many people as possible wake up every day feeling good that they're going to go out there and play great because of the single plane swing. Hey, welcome to the channel today. Back at Oak Tree National. Love this golf course. We're starting to see the grass pop a little bit, so the course will play different. It's been playing very hard and fast all winter long. It'll still play hard and fast today. Not as much wind as normal, but I want to walk you through a lot of shots today, but one of the things I'm going to do is teach you what I learned from a caddy in Las Vegas about putting. You're going to love it. All right, let's look at this first hole. This is a 437-yard par 4. Now, here's the thing about this tee shot. If you come back here and look at this tee again, it's just going down the right side. You got to be a little careful not to hit it down too far down the right side. There's a lake down there. I don't think I can get it all the way to the lake. It's probably about 320 to the lake. But what I try to do on this shot is I try to go a little bit over here to the right side of the tee. Wind's coming left. So again, the wind may push the ball to the right a little bit. I'm going to just hit it down the left half of the fairway. Again, I play by lines, right? I say, where is my line? I don't go where my target is. I'm like, the line of this shot needs to be on that direction, and the wind will maybe push it to the right, and that line's my safe left-sided line. Line my ball up to that. So everything's about lines to me. All right, let's hit this one right down the left side. The wind may bump it over to the right a little bit. Yeah, it's perfect. So that one, the wind didn't affect it, but this hole, if you hit it too far to the right, it'll bang into the trees. So I come here right to the right side of the tee box. So if I came over here, for example, if I was here, and you're gonna have a hard time seeing it from that down the line camera, but everything kind of makes it tough because you got your start line. And again, I go into lines again. The start line from this shot starts into those trees. The start line going left starts into some trees. When I get over here to this side of the tee, the start line is on the left side. It's all about your lines. Let's go hit the next one. All right, let's take a quick look. One of the difficult things on this hole, and I'll make a quick measurement here. 144 and then 129 carry. So make sure, like on these type of shots, a little bit downwind, maybe left to right. You got you got those nasty bunkers that are sitting right there in front of the hole location. Green's going to be pretty firm. These greens are very firm. They're Bermuda. They just really run fast. So you got a 129 shot to carry. You got a 144 flag. So you got this space in between. That's really your number. Now, I'm downwind, but here's the problem: is that I'm also downslope. So this is a little bit on the downslope. That's what makes this hole a very difficult hole, because it's only a 144-yard shot, but it brings that trajectory of the ball down, because if I hit in my 9-iron, which is normally about 140 yards, that 9-iron gets knocked down and the wind knocks it down and won't carry that. So you're thinking, well, maybe 8, but then you hit the 8 and it goes in there too low and goes too far. I'm going to try to hit the 9, but I'm notorious for those front bunkers because I'm trying to get cute, or I knock it over the back of the green. So 129 carry, which should be relatively simple carry for this 9-iron, because a wedge for mine goes like 125, but okay, let's just give it a shot with a 9, see if I can't hit a good shot here. One of the things I also do, I'm picking a little spot for my line, so I'm always picking my line. That spot in front of my ball, and that's really my alignment spot. I don't care much about the target, I just know where my line needs to start. All right, I got my spot, come in here, let's try to make a good swing. So I hit that really good, and it helped because we gotta look at that one. I hit it perfect, and I couldn't hit a better shot. That ball landed right in between front and flag, and it kicked all the way to the back. These greens are so hard right now. Okay, so let's just kind of do a quick measurement on this. I had 129 carry, 144 flag. Let's see where this ball landed, because it's downwind. So let me see. They're so firm. Yeah, right here. So one of the things that you can do though is, you know, if you want to get dialed in, right, on your clubs, a little downwind, so I'm going to pace this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that 9-iron went 138 yards downwind. You know, it's a little downslope, but again, so that's a little longer than I normally hit a 9-iron. But one of the things you can do is just gauge. Like I in my mind now, I'm like, okay, my 9-iron goes 138 when I hit it downwind a little bit. That's how I kind of get my yardages right. Is I start really paying attention to when I hit a good shot like that. It did what I wanted to do. 138. Okay. Let's read this putt. Now, I was playing in Vegas in a tournament last week, and I don't know if you guys use a form of green reading like aim point or something like that. I think that's all great. I love systems of reading. But this caddy had a lot of experience, and he taught me some tricks to reading a green, and I loved it. So one of the things, and I kind of want to walk you through this, and one of the things that he mentioned to me was, instead of saying, okay, here's your spot, putt to this spot, and then let it die down. Like a lot of people talk about green reading in different ways. He said two things that I thought were really, really fun. The first thing, he goes, find the front door of the hole. Well, the front door is where the ball is going to come into the hole. So I'm trying right now to say, okay, if the ball is rolling down this hill, where is the main entry of that hole? So if it's coming off that slope right there, it's coming in this way. So I see it coming in the front door. So the front door is on this side of the hole. Okay, so now I'm kind of when it dies down. And then the next thing is, when I come back here, is looking at this downhill a little bit, is saying, okay, if it's perfectly level, it would be just a normal speed. If it's downhill, I need to make a prediction on only hit it 70, 80%. But instead of saying 70, 80%, he said 80-yard line or 70-yard line. So in other words, this putt to me has to come in the front door over here, and I have to hit it to the 80-yard line. I thought it was such a great way to kind of make me feel what was happening. So I'm gonna go ahead and putt this. I'm gonna go left of the hole, that's where the front door is. I'm gonna putt it to the 80-yard line. 80-yard line is helping me with the speed. All right, here we go. One thing that helped me too is I was widening my stance in the wind. That helped me for stability. So it was good speed. I didn't quite get it out there enough, but man, it's so fun. All right, really fun. So I didn't quite play enough break. That front door is more on the left there. I'm gonna hit one more. Let's hit one more. I love to practice these. I'm gonna give it a little more on the left. Oh, it's a good putt. Okay, let's head to number 2. All right, so this is number 2, 383 yards here. Now, 383, this hole will play a lot longer than 383, and I'll tell you why. Because it's 383 yards, pretty much, if you're going here to the flag. But when you start following the path of this hole, I gotta hit it over on the right side. It's adding 20 or 30 yards off the tee, maybe more. So you don't want to take it down the left because of the water, so you got to take it over to the right. You're just adding yardage. The further you go to the right, the more yardage you add to the hole. It says 383. This thing will play 410, 420 the way it sets up here. So I'm going to go ahead and just line my shot up here to the right. And again, I look for a line. So the line is towards those trees on the right, but the wind's coming kind of into my face, but kind of hurting me from the right. So if I get the ball, you know, with the, I call it the head down, I can get it to run down there. So it's kind of like I'm favoring right, but I want to push left. So that's what I got. I got the right line on this fairway. It's always right line. And never mess with the left side here. And I hit it really good. So that shot came off just left of that line, but it's going to run down the left side. Got it low enough so the wind didn't hurt it. That's good. All right, so let's take a quick measurement. And again, I mean, this hole plays super long for a 383-yard hole. Let's see how far we got. 158. So 158, and it's kind of right to left hurting a little bit. I mean, I probably hit that drive. I hit it good, but you got to cut it so far back into the wind and so far this hill, it just kills it. So while that shot probably went 270, maybe even like I hit it like I had 280-yard drive, it didn't go that far. So 158. Now I got some. It's still hurting me a little bit, the wind. 158's a 7 or an 8 iron, or it's an 8 iron for me to get it. I don't want to hit it all the way to 158 because one of the things that I realize is, you see that shot I hit back there on that first hole, that thing bounced. Well, it bounced and rolled. So it hit at 138, probably went to 148. So, you know, again, this is probably an 8 iron, but I feel that wind hurting me again. So this is where I kind of get a little bit more, this is where I start choking down on the club a little bit, because this is an 8 iron shot, but I got wind hurting me. I got to get it back to the back of the green. I don't want to leave it somewhere in the front bunker. So I'm going to take a little 7. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just put my hands down a little bit and just flight the ball on the line of those trees to the right. Try to land it in the 150, 55 range and kick it back there. So it may be a little strong, but, well, hang on a sec. I still think it's the 8. I still think it's the 8 because the wind will may even push it the right. So the tree's on the right. I'm gonna try to fly the little 8 iron in there and just try to hit a good shot. Let's see what happens. Get going. We'll see. I flighted it on the right line. There's a massive slope in the middle of this green. And if I didn't catch it, we got a long putt. Okay, so kind of what I was afraid of. Again, what makes this 383-yard hole so difficult is that you're kind of going into the wind. You're fighting every shot into the wind. So here I hit this 8 iron, which landed, where does it land? Right here. Lands right here. And it doesn't quite get down the slope. Again, this is probably in the 145 range. But watch this. If this ball, and I'm going to tap it to right here. I'm going to hit a 5-footer. So I hit this thing 5 feet and watch what the ball does. And you can see that if I get that ball to go 5 feet more, that I have a 4-footer down there, 5-footer. So again, I didn't want to land it over there or land it back there because it's going to bounce over the green. So again, all I got to do is, I already know the line on this since I just rolled a ball down there, but hit a 5-footer, and the slope's going to take it down there. And you can see how good a putt that is. Which makes this course great because if I hit that same shot with a 7 iron, it's bouncing back in there. I get it to go 5 more feet and I'm down here just having a tap in. So I hit a great line, just didn't quite hit the right club. Maybe I should have taken a little bit off that Take a little bit off that 7-iron. All right, I want to show you one more thing about putting while we're here. You can see I use an arm lock putter, and one of the reasons I really like arm lock, a lot of people say, well, it's keeping your hands from flipping, which is true. However, I like arm lock because when I set up and I lock it into the arm, I'm putting from here, not from here. So I'm putting with my body and my stabilizing my torso so that I can control the movement of my arms with much more efficiency. So it makes me take a slower backstroke, and it controls the putter better. This is why I really enjoy the arm lock, not just because it's not letting me flip, but I have the control of my body to gauge putter speed, especially on fast greens like this. Okay, number 3, 585 from right there. So we got 580 yard par 5. This thing's really a good test as well. The lines again, this thing wants you to creep left. The hole's way over there, way over to the left. And you kind of feel like you want to get this thing going around the corner. But again, that's why this course is so hard, because from the tees I play is about 7,000 yards, a little less than 7,000 usually. And by the time I've played the golf course, the angles that it needs to be played, it's probably playing 7,300, because I'm always playing down the lines of the correct angles. If you play this straight down the middle, it goes to the left, so you got to play it to the right side. So again, that's why this course, people don't realize that courses become hard when you have to play them a certain way and don't get greedy on them. Okay, so I'm going to play it. The line is, that bunker on the right is really my line, and you're better off to the right side than you are left. I'm going to hit it just over the bunker, just down there, and it's straight into the wind, by the way. So this thing's playing 620, 630. It's going to be a beast today. And I think it's maybe a little right, but man, it's fine. It's right where you want it. Because you watch that one, I'm probably in the right rough, but you'd rather be there than left behind some trees. Yeah, this thing's playing so long today. All right, but at least I'm here on the right side. So let's go over here. One of the things I want to do on this shot, 210. So 210 to that right slope. That's really where the line is. But look at the lie of this golf ball. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, it's down. It's pretty, grass hasn't been growing over here, and I got this weird looking lie. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this new hybrid I got. This is the new Paradigm hybrid. This thing goes 205 or so. It might get to that slope, but that's the line anyway. So I wanna see if I can't get it off this stuff. Stuff needs to start growing. Makes it tough out here. Okay. My line is, again, there's nothing fun about this, but it's the right slope, those right hills on the right, somewhere in there, and the wind's kicking it down. So I'm picking a spot out in front of my ball there, and I'm gonna try to keep it to the right side. Some guys would try to hit 3-wood off this. It's just too tight to try to really clip that 3-wood, so I'm gonna see if I can't get it down there with this hybrid. Yeah, that's right on line. Wind's pushing it. Yeah, it's on top of that slope. Another really hard shot coming up though. Okay, so you can see where my cart is sitting up here. That's the slope it came off of. And then, I don't mind if it sits on top of that, but it always tends to funnel down here. And that's the thing about this golf course is your right line, and then makes the whole place 620 yards. All right, so 151. And I've hit 2 pretty decent shots to get it down here. I still got 150 yards in. What a beast today. Okay, 151 yards. Pin, look at the pin, left side. Gosh, these shots are just in between because you got wind and you got some green to work with there though. You got 151, ball's above my feet, it's gonna go left, ball's going left here. Look at that flag, it's way on the left side. You just got to play it over to the right side of the green here. 151. I'm kind of remembering the last shot I hit. I'm just going to hit a soft little 7-iron, flat it over to the right. The wind's going to kill a little bit. And that's what I'm paying attention to, is when I know the wind's coming this way, but when I hit a ball into it, it's going to kill it a little bit. So we're going to hit this little 7-iron. It's too much club. It's too much club, but we're going to get it out there to the right side and see if we can't get it to softly go to the left there. Okay, choking down. Give me a little flight to the right. Kill it, wind. Kill it. I loved it. I hit it one groove low, but flight was perfect. So we'll see it. Okay, I don't know, what is this? Probably 18 feet, maybe 20 feet at the most. But I love the line I hit it on because it gave me this room. Because I picked this line right here, it gave me all this room to hit a shot in. Look over here to the left side of me, and I've hit shots here before where the ball hits like right here. It comes in here, so it still hits the green, gets off the green, and it'll go all the way down there, and I won't even have a shot. So smart golf is number one. Number two is, on these shots, most people try to swing too hard into the wind. I see it happen way too often. Wind affects the spin of the ball, so you overspin it. That's why 150 yards is a pretty easy 8-iron for me. I mean, that's pretty normal 8-iron. But I'm feeling the wind, elevation conditions, it's gonna kill it. And I'm like, soft 7 spins the ball down, doesn't get up in the air, so I know a 7's getting here. I just gotta make sure I hit it on the right line. I think people just swing too damn hard, add too much spin, and they struggle with their control of the golf ball. All right, let's go another good read here. I got it coming to the left. Semi-level, 90-yard lines, going downhill a little bit. And then I have the front door of this putt is probably right in here, just to the right side of the cup. So let me give it a little line. I put the lines down on the ball. Yeah, I like that. It's going a little more than I think. A little more than I think right there. Okay, nice stable stance. Rock the body. Good speed. Coming into, oh wow, broke a lot. That's a good putt though. I liked it. Came off that slope right there pretty fast. All right, hey, couple things, one more tip on putting. Obviously I didn't do it there, but watch this putt again, and I want you to watch what happens when I get it on this side of the hole. So I'm going to give this one a little more break. I'm going to keep it on the high side. Killed it. But my point is, look at that. Okay, that was actually a good example. I hit it too hard, but it only ran 2.5 feet past the hole. If you can keep one focus high side, that ball has a better chance of going in the door, and if it passes, it slows down faster. You don't have such long putts. You hit it fast on the low side, you'll hit these long 5-footers coming back. Hey, thanks for joining me today. Appreciate you signing up for the channel. Hit the bell icon, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next video. We'll get back on the golf course.